Danish Pantry, and today is a post-canning video. Post-canning and a taste test. Okay, so it's cold outside. I worked all day and it's my Friday, but I want to make sure that I have something warm to eat tonight. Normally I don't eat dinner or very little, so I'll probably have maybe a cup of this soup for dinner and it'll hold me over. It was absolutely delicious, fresh, and I do want to make a low carb version for you. I got a couple of comments in the comment section about keto and how we could do a low carb, and on Facebook. So I want to do that for you. So if you guys want to see that recipe, I probably won't can that. What I would do is, if I canned it, is I would leave the corn out and the rest of the ingredients would stay the same for this Aztec chicken soup. So the canning session went beautifully. I have perfect headspace right there where I stopped on all of these jars here. Let's see. There. I washed these. I let them sit on the counter because I want to make sure those tattlers, actually all the lids, stay attached. Perfect headspace. I don't see one that's below anywhere. And if it did lose a little bit, it was probably just a little bit of evaporation, because that, I believe that happens in the process. So canning session went perfectly. I have 2 Tatler lids and button top lids, and somebody saw me today at work and recognized my YouTube channel and was asking about lids. Had I found any place that I could get them sooner? And I'm like, oh, I just keep checking. Whenever I see them, I buy some, but I've always done that. So I had enough to get through this whole thing, and I have enough Tatler lids. If I had to transfer completely over to Tatlers, I could do that like forever, indefinitely, because I have enough to rotate through what I normally rotate through. So I want to do another canning session for you coming up, and I think that we talked about this, maybe a chicken salad recipe, so I might actually get on board with that tomorrow. I'm hoping. But to remind you, this Aztec chicken soup came out of the all-new Bald Book of Canning and Preserving, and it's on page 280. And I did a couple little changes. I added some peppers to it. I felt like it needed a little bit more oomph, and I think if you were going to open the jar, let's say without the corn, and you're going to open the jar, I would add a couple of other things just to beef it up a little bit. But it's a perfect lower carb soup. There's no pasta, no rice. Could you add pasta or rice when you open the jar? Absolutely. Add a little bit of cooked pasta or a little bit of cooked rice. Egg noodles in this would be delightful. Do you need it? In my opinion, no. I had it without that, fresh, and I shared it, and it has heat. Your mouth is warm. It's very warming. Your mouth is warm, but it's not hot. And of course, I'm not a wimpy lipper, so if you are a wimpy lipper, let me know in the comments section, because I know there's a few people that go, I don't want spicy. So leave some of that heat out of there. I left some of the seeds and membranes in the peppers, so that's why there's a little kick to it, but I like it that way. So now I'm going to test this out for you and let you know how it came out. Is it hotter after you can it? Typically, no. But I will say salsa can get hotter as it sits on the shelf. So note to self when you're doing salsa. You may have to add some fresh items to tone it back, or cool it down a little bit. So all in all, it was a great canning session. I loved bringing it to you, and I really appreciate the inspiration from my friend Jenny Goff at Jenny Goff. She's up here on YouTube, and she did this, and she really liked it. So I still haven't done the recipe for you for the pork, but I will do that next. Okay, so I will have a taste test and canning review for the roasted pork in spicy broth, and it's not spicy at all. They call it spicy, but it's really not. So I'll do that review for you next. But first, tonight I'm gonna have this. So let's get to the stove. We'll heat this up. I'll get it in a bowl and I'll give you a taste test. All right? All right, come on in. Thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you're new to my channel, get that subscribe button, turn that red button gray, and come back. Oh, hit the bell so you get notified whenever I upload, and come back and visit me next time. Share any videos that I have. I appreciate it so very much. And yeah, okay, let's go eat some soup. Come on. Okay, so I don't know how much the other SD card recorded, but I hope. I'm having struggles with these SD cards. So it's absolutely delicious. The chicken has the same texture as it did fresh. Believe it or not. The peppers are softer, obviously. Okay, so we have a pepper, some corn, some chicken. Adding the cilantro, I really like cilantro, so, which I never used to. That's so weird. And then squeeze a little bit more lime on there. Oh, it's delicious. It's really warming. And so the heat is a warmth, not hot. So don't be scared. If you're scared, and I want to tell you, in the bowl here, okay, so in the jar, you're gonna see some sediment, and I thought it was from the chicken, and it might be, or just spices or whatever. But once you heat this up and you have it in the bowl, oh my gosh, it's delicious. I love the lime. Okay, maybe another wedge of lime. So maybe 2 wedges of lime fresh on top of what the recipe was. We'll just kick this off perfect for your, and that's to taste, obviously. But I didn't do so much in the recipe. Per Jenny's recommendations. Thank you, Jenny. Oh my gosh, this is so delicious. I will be making this again and again and again. I might take this to work next week. If you're even interested in making this soup and canning it for your pantry shelf, I highly recommend it. And I don't put too many soups on the shelf because I haven't been that excited about them when I open them. Split pea and ham is always my favorite. The roasted tomato soup, fire roasted tomato soup, and this one, absolutely a winner. This is delicious. It is beyond what my expectations were, actually. And I love the corn in there, but you can leave it out. And I'll give you a low carb or lower carb keto version if you'd like. Let me know in the comments. All right, guys. I hope if you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe. Do all the things, and see you next time. And visit me on my Facebook page. I'm over at Linda's Pantry. Maybe leave me a comment over there. Or on Instagram. I'm on Instagram too, and that link is down below. All right, or up above, or it's on my channel somewhere. All right, guys. Bye.